Blessings, and thank you for tuning into SoSoulRadio. It's your girl, Stephania. I'm happy to be here, happy to be sharing my light with you, grateful for the opportunity. In this segment, I want to share with everyone a recording of a speech that I did at an event called Higher Yoga. In this event, women of color unite and we talk about spirituality. We share each other's stories as we all also engage as one in yoga. I had the pleasure of being a guest speaker at Higher Yoga, where I gave a speech about manifestation through intuition. During the speech, my friend Ghislaine recorded me, and I posted the video on December 31st, and it went viral. That day, I saw it hit 1 million views, and I didn't think it would go past that. I thought it would just stay at 1 million views. And right now, the video stands at 8.3 million views and going. The response I got from the feedback and the views is what led me to creating this podcast. And I'm just grateful to be able to share more light on the same vibration. So after the video went viral, I did get asked where the full version was. And thankfully, I recorded the whole thing on a voice note in my phone. In the recording, you will find the Godfidence clip that is 55 seconds long. But it is also 18 minutes resonating on the same kind of topics: manifestation, intuition, confidence, faith, guidance, belief is all the things I'll touch upon in these 18 minutes. I'm grateful to be able to share with anyone who might need the resonance. I'd love to hear any feedback. Please feel free to share with anyone who you feel may resonate with what I'm saying and with the message. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your time. Blessings.
A spiritual intuition speaker. Her name is Stephania. Enjoy the. Thank you guys. Thank you all. Yes, my name is Stephania. Online, you can find me as at Steffi SoSoul. And it wasn't always at Steffi SoSoul. It was actually for a very long time at Steffi So Sexy, right? And during that time that I was at Steffi So Sexy, I did a lot of modeling. I was granted the blessing of working with Sephora, with Makeup Forever. I did a lot of blogging, and that was really good, and it went really well. It led to me finding a nonprofit organization for women's empowerment called the Queen Assembly. And it was founded for about 2 years, and it was just a thought of mine that just like a moment like this is so sacred, a circle of women, I wanted to do it on a big scale. So it went from, I think, like 30 members to 450 registered members throughout New York in a matter of a year, and we ended up working with Adidas and Vitamin Water and all these other great brands. So that was during Steffi So Sexy time, which was awesome, and I embraced it. But the last 2 years, 2 years ago, I had what I guess you would call a spiritual awakening, right? I hate to put things into words, I like energy more. But, and I discovered Steffi Soul. I cut all my hair off. I ended a 3-year relationship that I was not happy in. I quit my job. What did I do? Oh, I got rid of 150 pounds of clothing that I owned. That's just a gist, right? And I changed to Steffi Soul. Apart from all of those let goes, I also began meditating. I discovered cannabis. I began eating better. I let go of toxic relationships. So I spent a lot of time alone. I just ended a 3-year relationship. So throughout that time, I learned a lot about myself, about the world around me, and about, I guess, there's a lot of names for it. God, omnipresent source, creator, universe, you. So, and one of those things I learned was spiritual intuition. And the importance of spiritual intuition in manifestation. So that's a little bit about me, but I just want to start that every single thing in here, everything you see, was a thought at one point. It began as a thought. It was a figment of your imagination. You couldn't touch it, intangible. It's just a little thought that popped up, but now it's manifested into this event, what you're wearing, that sweater. But something happened between that thought and manifestation, right? Something universal. something that lit a fire. So I started thinking about these things, right? Because I started wanting to manifest all of this, and I started thinking about the importance of thoughts. And if I want to feed my thoughts to be so strong that no fear is going to stop that thought from manifesting. No self-doubt, no outworldly beliefs, and no societal standards, and of course no inner fears or past trauma. So I'm like, geez, how can I empower my thoughts? And how can I fertilize them? I have to first find the root, because the root of everything is where it's at. You got to get to the root. You see a beautiful flower, it's not just there. There's roots, So I'm like, what's the root of my thoughts? And I'm like, okay, maybe inspiration, right? Inspiration, you get inspired. You start a thought, get an idea. And I'm like, but there's a bigger, deeper root than that. There has to be. Because where did that inspiration come from? What led me to that? What led me to that? Intuition. Right? Intuition. So I'm stuck there. I'm like, all right, well, now I'm at intuition. What is this intuition, and how can I work on it, and how can I empower it? Because we all have it. Every single one of you has it. You have to have it because we're all connected. So that leads to the intuition. You can't avoid the energetic connection. So I took notes because I'm a nerd. So I'm starting to think, what is intuition? It's more than a thought, because a thought is something you think. So a thought's like, oh, I thought about this. But intuition, you feel it here, right? You don't feel it here. For something if you were to physically show where you feel intuition, where do you show? I don't feel it here. I feel it more wait, I have an intuition, right? And that you talk deeper into that, into your chakras. You have your solar plexus, your heart chakra, your heart in essence is what's connected to that intuition. So now that we know it's instinctive, right? It's like a guidance, like mother's intuition, mother's love, heart, again, that heart, right? Heart. In the definition, I just want to give it this definition. It says the ability to understand something immediately without the need for reasoning. And that's where things get a little weird, because if you follow your intuition, a lot of times you gotta let go of some reasoning. So I always believe the way to strengthen your intuition is by believing in it. And that's tough. Because sometimes, take me for example, let's rewind to Steffi So Sexy and feeling her intuition saying, hey, so you want a different life. Cut off your hair, all of it. Break up with this guy that you've been with for 3 years, just out of nowhere, and quit your job. I could have been like, my intuition bugging. Excuse me, you're not the one paying rent, intuition, and you're not the one doing this. But I was like, I need to do something different. Let me do something different. Let me follow this. Let me turn that into action and have the faith and confidence to follow it. And what happened? So you lead into manifestation. That's how you fertilize it. But it's not just as simple as I'm gonna just go with my intuition and feed it and go for it, because it takes fearlessness to reach that. And in order to reach that fearlessness, you gotta have a lot of faith in yourself. And I believe when you have faith in yourself, you can only get that if you spend time with yourself. You get to know yourself. If you feel an emotion, not bottle up, not cover it with being busy, with a person, with a situation, but feel it, because that's how you heal it. And the more you feel it, the more your intuition gets stronger, because there's no blocks of fear. So yeah, those are some ways. I think I'm a big believer of, and I don't like to, there's words I don't like to say, because I don't like how they're now looked at, the word prayer, right? Prayer. I think that's a tainted word. People think, because it makes it look like it's a chore. You're praying at all times, I hope you know. Your energy, what you feel, what you are praying for, your prayers come true through law of attraction. Now, you actually sitting down and praying is taking that regular, just you being there, into further step, into thought, into intuition, thought, word, manifestation. But prayer is at all times. So if you just pray for your intuition to strengthen, you gotta ask. You gotta ask whatever it is that we call, it could be the all-knowing, it could be, you could call upon your ancestors, you could call upon the energies around you that love you, and you just pray or ask for guidance. But when you get that guidance, again, with the fearlessness, you have to follow it. And I think as for physical things you can do to improve your intuition, it's very, very crucial. And something that changed me from Stuff So Sexy to Stuff So Soul, meditation. Meditation. Meditation gave me clarity, organization. It helps you filter your thoughts so that they're not jumbling all over the place, which helps your reactions to the world around you. It gave me patience, which I'm an Aries and I don't have patience, but it taught me a lot more patience. It opens your chakras. Remember again, that heart? I feel it in my heart. That opens up more to receive more of that inner guidance. It also, physically, studies show, enhances your pineal gland. And that's your third eye. Now, I just want to touch really briefly on meditation and then give a few tips about it. I like to give the analogy of sometimes, like when I began meditating, I found it hard to stay still. Or I found it hard to, my thoughts, they just wouldn't stop. Like I'll be meditating there, and honestly, meditation is not just this. No. You could meditate leaning back on your bed. You could walk and meditate. You can meditate in the shower. You can meditate with music. There's no right way. There's only a wrong way, and the wrong way is not your way. The right way is yours. So I would always be like, why can't I stop thinking? And I realized that when you begin to meditate, not usually do you have a moment in your day where you sit there and you just sit still, think about it, without being busy. You could sit on a computer, but you're still busy, right? But you just sit still. There's an energy current physically in your body wanting to be released because it's always released. Checking my phone, touching my hair, looking at this, thinking about that, blah, blah, blah. And so that energy will try to make you move here. Oh, it's too hot. I'll make it colder. Oh, I'll take this off. And try to get comfortable. Understand that is just an energy current trying to escape. So when you finally master the physical impulses, guess where it goes? Your thoughts, your mind. And you're here meditating, but these thoughts are just, it's not you. It's that energetic current that needs to find a place to go. And you take that, and you, at the moment you acknowledge that it's not you, it's like something happens. It's like, it's like, wait a minute, that's not me. It's more like a physical reaction. So that's how it helped me meditate better, because I realized it wasn't me. It was this restless energy, and that drove me to want to tame that restless energy and convert it into creation, creativity, growth, transcendence within myself. And also a little asterisk with meditation, I think food has a lot to do with the clarity of mind. You know, so being very mindful of what you're putting in your system, because one can do all these practices, but if your vessel is blocked, it's not, you cannot have transcendent energy through you. Yes, so fertilizing your intuition with confidence. I like to call it Godfidence because you feel godly. God is you, you are God. You know, the God is not something separate from you. To me, it's not something that it judges you. It's you. God flows through you. It's through all of us. And having that confidence, that faith that, like, you know, whatever move I make. Let's say sometimes our intuition can lead us, wait a minute, I followed my intuition and it didn't end up what I wanted. We only have two eyes and we only see certain outcomes when there is a world of outcomes that we don't see. And maybe being put on this path is what it takes for you to get to that path that you want. It's never just, things have to be ABC. You don't know the endless possibilities that can happen. So sometimes we're put on a path, we think, oh my God, everything went wrong. No, things are exactly how they're supposed to be going. It's just your perspective of victimization that can change that. And you have to see that life happens for you, never to you. So if there is a change that did not match whatever you had planned A, B, and C, know that it's because it is to align you and have that faith, that Godfidence. That I'm confident wherever I land, I'm going to land on my feet. I'm a cat, so I land on 4 feet. I land on my feet standing. And I'm only there because that's where I have to be to get to where I've been praying for. So I just want to, I think I'm talking a lot, but I want to just share an anecdote that helped me feed my intuition a lot and helped me build my faith. Not even faith is another, like faith in you and faith in your path. You're like, yo, this is the right path. So when I let go of all that stuff, I was undergoing a lot of heavy, feelings and sadness and loneliness. But I was also getting a lot of intuitive guidance because I had put my foot of faith. So one of the things they told me was quit your full-time and do a part-time, right? So I just started doing at-home work. And with the extra time I had, they said, by day, I mean my intuition and my guidance. Okay, so just bear with me with day. My intuition said, now you're gonna go do something you've always wanted to do, but you never did it because your boyfriend didn't do it with you, because of your codependence, because your friends didn't want to do it. Now you're gonna have the faith to do it yourself. And that thing is, you're gonna go volunteer and help the needy. Because it's something I had always wanted to do, but I just never did it. So then I'm like, okay, so now my intuition is telling me go help, volunteer and quit half of my job, whatever, cool. So I started doing that, right? And I was there volunteering, treating it like it was a job, like with no pay. So I was there doing 3 volunteer jobs a day for months. But it got to a point where it started eating into my money. So I'm like, hey, all right, I gotta take care of my rent, I gotta take care of my bills, and now guidance or whatever, prayer. Where do I go? Because I already, I'm following this, but now it's eating, so I can't even get a MetroCard to go to these places, because I got everything else to take care of. So I said, help me find a way to have some extra cash, and I'll invest it into the transportation to the volunteering, right? So I prayed for that very hard, and about a week later, I'm cleaning my room, and I find a gift card. I find a gift card with $25, and I didn't even know, I was from an old gift that, whoa, I'm like, I'm gonna go get my eyebrows done. And I'm on my way, I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta follow that faith and say, if I get extra cash, I'm gonna put it in that. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do that, whatever. I'm gonna keep matter of fact, I'm gonna go to MetroCard, I'm gonna fill up a $25 MetroCard, I'm gonna take my ass to a volunteer gig right now. So I did that. So I'm on my way to volunteer gig. I'm happy. I'm like, yeah, I found extra cash. I'm happy. I always had a great time at those volunteer gigs. And I'm coming back. And I sit down and I'm just thinking, thinking of God and shit. And I see a MetroCard next to me. And I'm like, and my intuition said, pick that up. I'm like, what? Pick up a MetroCard? So I'm like, cool, I'm going to pick it up. I go to check it. And that MetroCard was a monthly bought the day before. And I was stunned, and I was grateful. Not only did I have what I asked for, I had more. Abundance. All it takes to reach abundance is believing in it. Your perspective, your veil, your lack of fears, because it's there. But if you think it's not, or you think you don't deserve it, it's not. It's not there. So, as a collective, as a woman, as yourself, when you work on yourself through these things, you are helping the collective as well, because as I said before, we are all connected. I want to share something I learned recently. They showed us that in India, right, they did a study that in India there's a little island, and in that island they have these cute little monkeys that they love sweet potatoes, right? They love sweet potatoes, so people and tourists just throw sweet potatoes at the monkeys. And but the thing is that people never taught the monkeys how to there was something about taking a certain root out of the potato, but the monkeys started learning by themselves how to take the root out of the potato to eat it better, right? So then people were like, wow, who taught the monkeys how to do that in this island? And then next thing you know, studies show that the monkeys who were on the continent, not the island, started learning the same exact thing with no one teaching them. As a collective, when you help yourself, you help the next woman, and you help the world around you. And because you are made of the same thing that makes everything else. And that's it. And that's all I want to share with you guys. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you. Usually I blab to my friends about this, and they're just like, yeah. And now I have you guys here, and it's gratitude to the Almighty Creator, and gratitude to you guys and everyone here. God bless everyone.
Yes, guys, thank you for tuning in, everyone who's listening right now. On my heart, I send it out to you in full gratitude. If you resonate with what I'm saying, with what the vibes you hear on here, please subscribe to the podcast, SoSoulRadio. Check out social media handles at SoSoulRadio. That's us. Find us there to see when the next episodes drop and any other content. I'm here to share light. I'm here to share love and resonance. I'm here for you, yo. It's your girl. Thanks.